All right, let's talk about AI images. Have you ever felt like your prompts are just hitting a wall? You know what I mean? You're not getting quite what you want. Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to dive into how to master Nano Banana Pro. And the secret, really, is this huge shift in thinking. It's about moving from just throwing keywords at it to actually becoming a creative director. Okay, take a look at this. This is the perfect example. On the left, you've got what I call tag soup. Cool car, neon, city. I mean, we've all done it, right? It's fine, but it's super generic. But look at the right. Now that is a story. You've got a futuristic sports car. It's speeding through a rainy Tokyo street. The neon signs are reflecting off the wet pavement. See? It's got a subject, an action, a whole mood. The difference in the results you get is, well, it's night and day. And that's exactly the leap we're going to learn how to make. And here's the thing you've got to understand. Nano Banana Pro isn't your old school image generator that's just matching keywords. This thing is a thinking model. It gets intent, it understands context, it even gets basic physics. So you have to stop thinking of it like a search engine. Instead, picture it like a really talented junior artist who's sitting there waiting for your brief. It wants the full story, not just a shopping list of random words. So this all leads to a really important point. We're moving beyond just making fun, random images. This isn't just a toy anymore. We are now talking about a serious tool for creating professional, functional assets for actual work. And this quote right here just nails it. Stop using tag soups and start acting like a creative director. That tag soup thing, just mashing a bunch of keywords together and hoping for the best, that's only going to get you so far. If you want results that are professional, consistent, and actually controllable, you've got to step up. You need to be the director, calling the shots with clear, intentional instructions. So how do we actually do that? Well, it really just boils down to a few golden rules. Let's get into the framework that's going to totally transform your results. Okay, rule number 1, edit, don't re-roll. This is huge. If you get an image that's like 80% of the way there, don't just scrap it and start over. The model is amazing at conversational edits. You can literally just say, hey, that's great, but can you change the lighting to a sunset? It's a conversation. Second, use natural language. Talk to it like you're briefing a person, not a machine. Full sentences, proper grammar, it makes a massive difference. Third, be super specific and descriptive. Don't just say, a woman. Say a sophisticated elderly woman in a vintage Chanel-style suit. Talk about textures, brushed steel, soft velvet. The more detail, the better. And finally, and honestly, this might be the most important one, provide context. And this example just shows that last point perfectly. If you just ask for a sandwich, you're going to get, well, a sandwich. Kind of boring, right? But look what happens when you say, create an image of a sandwich for a Brazilian high-end gourmet cookbook. Whoa! Suddenly the AI understands everything. It knows it needs professional plating, that nice blurry background, perfect lighting. It might even throw in some culturally relevant ingredients. You didn't have to ask for any of that. You just gave it the why, and it figured out all the how. That's the magic right there. All right, so we've got the rules down. Now for the fun part. Let's see what these rules actually unlock. Because when you master this way of thinking, you open up a whole world of truly pro-level capabilities. This is where things get really cool. For starters, check this out. You can take really dense, complicated data, I'm talking financial reports, scientific papers, you name it, and you can ask the model to turn all of that into a stunning, easy-to-read infographic. It's like a data viz expert on demand. And get this graphic you're looking at, this isn't just some pretty picture someone designed. No way. This entire thing was generated from a single prompt and a PDS of Alphabet's earnings report. Think about that. We just gave it a dry financial document and it pulled the key numbers, it found the CEO's quote to feature at the top, and it designed this whole clean, modern layout. That is an absolutely massive leap forward. And you're not locked into just one corporate modern style either. You can direct the model to adopt literally any visual style you can dream up. For this one, the prompt was something like a retro 1950s infographic. And boom, you get this amazing, perfectly themed piece about American diners. This means you can create assets that perfectly match your brand, your campaign, whatever you need. But it's not just about creating images from scratch. It's also an unbelievably powerful photo editor. And because it understands plain English, you can say goodbye to all those hours spent manually masking and selecting pixels in a photo. You just tell it what you want to change. This prompt is the perfect example of what I mean. Notice how it doesn't just say remove the tourists. It goes further. It says to fill the space with logical textures that match the surrounding environment, like cobblestones and storefronts. The AI gets it. It understands the context of the photo and intelligently rebuilds the background. For anyone who's ever done photo editing, you know this is an absolute game changer. And believe me, the list just keeps going. This is where it gets wild. We're talking things like perfect character consistency across a whole series of images, taking a 2D sketch and turning it into a 3D model, grounding images with real-time info from Google Search so they're always up to date, generating huge 4K textures for video games or CGI, and even controlling the exact layout of an image. It's a lot. Let's just touch on a couple of my favorites. Okay, character consistency. This has been the holy grail for a while, and it's a huge deal for anyone doing storytelling or marketing. You can now basically lock a character's identity using a reference photo. Then you can put that exact same person in totally new scenes, with different clothes, different expressions, anything. It's perfect for storyboards, comics, or creating a whole set of brand assets with a consistent mascot or model. And for all the designers out there, this one is for you. Structural control. This means you can literally draw a rough sketch on a napkin or create a simple wireframe, upload it, and tell the AI to use it as a blueprint. It will put the text, the images, the buttons exactly where you told it to. You're basically going from a super rough concept to a polished, high-res mockup in a single step. It's incredible. So after seeing all of that, it's pretty obvious this is an insanely powerful tool we have now. The only thing left is to learn how to use it right. It's your turn to step into that director's chair. Look, if you remember only one thing from all of this, let it be this sentence right here. The crucial point is to stop prompting with keywords and start directing with vision. Stop thinking like you're talking to a search engine. Start communicating like you're briefing your creative team. That's the whole secret. At the end of the day, this tool is only as powerful as the direction you give it. It's sitting there ready to create these amazing infographics, these consistent characters, these pixel-perfect layouts. The only thing it's waiting on is you. So I guess the only question left is, when the only limit is your direction, what are you going to create?